to News and Views with Bella. I'm your host, Bella. And this evening, our special guest is an amazing actor with movies like my favorite, Bloodlines, Under the Gun, and North Cat. But we can't ignore the fact that he also came from an amazing musical background and has been blessed with this amazing voice and 20 years of musical experience and a host of videos to showcase his talent. But let me stop talking about him and let him talk for himself. Come on, introduce yourself, sir.
How y'all doing? I'm Lamont Starr. Uh, with two R's, two R's. Thank you for having me, though. It's a joy to be on the show. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I was excited to bring you here. So, how did your journey begin, and what was the moment that sparked everything for you?
My journey into the acting, or you want me to start from all the way from the?
From you being in front of the camera.
Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go with acting. Yeah, I've been doing this probably for about only 2 years, really. So I'm kind of a newbie. But it's been an amazing experience. What ultimately led me into it. I mean, I've always had a love for it. I've always had a love for it since I was a kid. But it hit the background a lot because music took over. Started out with music. So yeah, I've been in the business for about a good 2 years now. I love it. I love it.
So, what was the thing that said, "Yeah, I'm about to stop singing and start acting"?
Truth be told, age. I'm not gonna lie, age. Like I mean, because in the industry, not to say that I couldn't still be in the industry, in the music industry, doing other things like writing music and stuff like that, writing songs and stuff and producing, but it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't where my heart was. So yeah, for me, it was age because it was like once you get to a certain, this is just what I believe. Once you get to a certain age level in the music industry, especially nowadays, because now they're looking for like younger talent. I'm not that young no more. I ain't no spring chicken. So yeah, once I hit that certain age, I said, yeah, this is it. That ship is sailed. I tried, and it's okay. But yeah, so that's, and then once again, like I said, I had always had that love deep down inside for acting. It just got pushed to the back burner because of music, because I always thought the music was my path. But yeah, then I said, okay, you know what? Now that music is gone, let me go ahead and let me pull this love back out of the box and try my hand at that. And yeah, it just took off from there.
So, what was your upbringing like? How did it shape your mindset?
Crazy? No, I'm messing with. No, I ain't lying. Crazy? No. My upbringing was good. I had a really, really great upbringing. I'm surrounded. My family I'm surrounded by a lot of artists, both music artists, anybody you can think of, dancers. So for me, it was like it was bound to happen. So my upbringing in that kind of shaped me and helped me, molded me into the person that I am now, as far as the acting goes. Because I'm a complete nutcase and goofball. So I guess that helps when it comes to the acting world. I'm able to just shape into anybody and anything. That's my point.
Are you from Charlotte or?
I guess you can say now, but I've been here long enough. I'm actually a military brat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been all over.
Yeah. So what was the biggest challenge you faced early in your career?
The biggest challenge that I faced? Oh, man. Now we going with music career? Or we going with movie career? Because music career, I faced a lot of challenges. Man, boy, mostly bad because music career is a cutthroat industry. It's very, very cutthroat. My most challenging episode or part in the music career. Well, I was signed to a distribution deal, singing distribution deal at one point. I had a song out called "Float Away." It was a Steppers anthem. The biggest challenge with that was, I'm not gonna go too much into detail with that one, but they give you just a little bit. the biggest challenge with that was the label that I was signed with, and them not doing their part, and with me. So yeah, I had to go ahead and cut ties with that. But yeah, it's a long story with that. I had a lot of challenges with music. I can't even. Yeah, that's all I got.
Because you've been with the music for like over 20 years, right? It's been over 20 years.
Yes, it's probably about 20 years.
Yes, I know you've seen a lot.
I have. I've seen a lot of craziness. I swear. So in a way, I'm actually I don't really miss it. To be honest with you, because not just because of the craziness, it's just my heart just is not there anymore. So I love what I do now, though.
So did it gave you the tough skin for what you're in
yeah,
now?
absolutely. Because if you don't have a tough skin within whether it be music, acting, or whatever, then you ain't gonna make it. It's gonna swallow you up and eat you whole. You ain't gonna make it. You have to have a tough skin in the industry, regardless of what road you're taking. You know what I'm saying? Within that, I don't care if you a freaking chef. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a tough skin because people gonna look at him like, that one wasn't it. That spaghetti wasn't it, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So do you look at your videos and stuff, and watch them and kind of reminisce a little bit?
Not as much as I used to. Not as much as I used to. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Every once in a blue moon, I'll go back and listen to a few songs here and there, or maybe a couple of videos here and there, but not as much as I do. Like I said, my heart is just not really there no more. So it's kind of hard to really just sit back and be like, man, that was the hot song. I listen to it now, I'm like, it is what it is.
Do you find yourself singing or humming it? Any of the songs?
Absolutely not. No, ma'am. No, thank you.
Because once it's stuck in your brain, it's in your brain.
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
So I'll take that and throw that out now. That is not stuck in there at all.
Was there ever a moment when you thought about giving up? What kept you going? And what kept you going?
Oh, man, I think I thought about that a lot. Really, the one thing that keeps me going is my connection with God.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, my connection with God is what keeps me going. Because, oh man, it's been so many times I've wanted to just give up and throw it all to the side and say, yeah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
This is not it. But once I started getting closer to God and I started having a connection with God, I kept Him in my corner. That's what kept me pushing. That's what kept me going. That I would see something and be like, yeah, this was meant for me. This is the sign I was supposed to have. So, God, absolutely, I put Him first.
That's wonderful. So, how did you get connected with the acting? Like, was it somebody you knew from your musical days that connected you with?
No, actually, I was online, and I actually connected through Ray Lewis, an actor named Ray Lewis Jr. And we connected with each other in South Carolina. We did a film out there. We did like some work out there, and I connected with him. He connected me with some other people, and it just took off from there. Once I got with those connections, here we are now.
Okay.
So it just took off. Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Ray.
So what drives you on a daily basis? Is it a legacy, passion, or something else?
Ooh, what drives me on a daily basis? The fear of failure.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest fears. Like the fear of failure. I don't want to go through life and get to a point and be like, well, I should have did this. I could have did that, and so with that in mind, that's what drives me, because I don't want to be that person where I let fear stop me from doing what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is my passion, and this is what I truly love doing. I'm not gonna let fear do that. I'm not gonna let the fear of failure take away my drive. So that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one question. I watched the interview with you and the other podcast. You was telling him about when your father made you sing at church, and you froze. So I want to know, did you actually get through the singing, or did he make you go back the next Sunday and sing? You never went back into detail with it.
Let's see. My memory serves me correct. Yeah, he didn't make me go back up there. No, that didn't happen again. I froze up completely. After that, it was just like, yeah, step on down, my boy. You're not doing that. You're not about to embarrass me again. So, no, that didn't. He didn't pursue that anymore.
Okay.
That was done. That was a done deal.
Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute. Because all you said was I froze, and then y'all started talking about something. I said, wait a minute, I want to hear the rest of that.
I froze up, and oh man, what was the song? It was like it was like that. People get ready, there's a train a coming. They kind of turned that into a little a gospel track, and that's as far as I got. Be honest with you. I can't remember how old I was. I got up there, and my sister.
You said you were 6.
Yeah, it was. I was 6. Yeah, and my sister was behind me. Thank God for her. She saved me. I got through that one line. Let people get ready. There's a train to come, and just sat there and froze up like a dead headlight.
So you forgot the rest of the song?
Yes and no. It was like, okay, now I knew the song, but I was so scared of just performing in front of people. So I saw the people and all them eyes just bug out on me like this. You know what I'm saying? Then my father to the side, like, come on. Like, yeah, that y'all, you're not helping. You're not. You're doing this frantically. You're not helping. I'm not.
Making you more nervous.
Yes. It was making me. So he's sitting there doing this, and I'm sitting up there shaking because I'm trying to. Yeah, no. So no, it didn't go any further than that.
So when was the next time you got back in front of everybody?
Ooh, maybe my mid-teens.
Wow, you took a big part of
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You only sung in the shower and at home after that.
Shower, home, and in the car. That's it. My mid-teens is when I probably had the courage, and that's when I was in school. I was in middle school, high school, and doing little talent shows and stuff here and there.
So you did a talent show?
I did every talent show you can think of.
Okay.
In school. Every talent show.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So what's one belief you had to unteach yourself, or a mindset you had to change to grow? Oh Jesus, I'm sorry, to grow.
Mindset I had to change to grow.
Yeah, or something you had to unteach yourself.
Ooh, at an early age, I had to teach myself how to freaking listen and take constructive criticism. I mean, when I was, especially when you're young, you ain't trying to hear that. You think you know it all.
Yep.
Somebody, hey, do it this way. No, I did it right the first time. But I had to change myself. That's something I had to really change within myself. I had to really just listen to people, take the criticism, learn from that, and, from my mistakes and everything. That would be the biggest thing. Once I did that, that was good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So what's something you had to unlearn?
I had to unlearn. Boy, it's a lot. We're just going to say there's a long list of things. I had to unlearn. We'll be here all night if I go through that list. We're not doing it. Okay. All right.
I understand, because it's a lot I had to unlearn too. It's like learning how to drive. You learn how to drive from your friends. They teach you all the bad habits.
Yeah.
Then when you get in front of that driving instructor to pass that test, they be looking at you like, no.
Right.
That's not it.
Guess what, my boy? You ain't getting that.
You got to unlearn all them bad habits. Yeah. What's a common mistake you see people making in the industry?
common mistake I see people making in the industry is, I think I'm gonna go back with like what I just said before, the ability to not want to learn and listen,
Mm-hmm.
and to not want to do your homework,
Yeah.
and yeah, because especially if you're just starting out,
Mm-hmm.
if you're just starting out, your best bet is to listen, like, take notes. Don't just jump in there and think you know it all. It's not gonna work. You're gonna be so unorganized, and you're gonna look stupid. Can I say stupid? You're gonna
Yeah.
look stupid. But yeah, that's one thing I see that a lot of people, a lot of mistakes that people make is they don't want to listen no more. They don't want to take no. They want to lead like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's unless you just got that it factor about you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one of the mistakes I see, and then another mistake that I see is I see a lot of people trying to do the same thing. This is just me, my own opinion. I see a lot of people just trying to do the same thing, and the mistake with that is you're not standing out.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to do this and be this and act like this, and you're acting like everybody else. So you're doing it. Do something different.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to really, really, truly stand out, you gotta stand out. You gotta do something different. Don't follow the herd.
Yeah. Make them remember you.
Right. Exactly. So those are things I see.
Would that be the advice you would give them who want to follow in your footsteps? To just stand
Absolutely.
out?
Absolutely. Stand out. First and foremost, God. Absolute God. Can't stress that enough. That is first. That's one of the first advices I would give people is to make sure you put God first and
Yeah.
keep him in your corner, because you can't do anything without him. I'm sorry. You can't do anything with it. You think you can, but you can't do anything without him. So that would be my first advice. And then yes, my next advice would be everything else to follow up, like I said, listen, and just take note and learn. Just want to just have that eagerness to want to learn and
Mm-hmm.
get better at your craft. Yeah, that's what I would tell
So how do you stay inspired and focused?
them. I stay buried in the. I want to. I stay buried in the knowledge of wanting to know. I just see. I don't want to sound like a broken record when I say it, but I'm gonna say it. You said, "How do I stay inspired
And focused.
and focused?" I'm gonna sound like a broken record when I say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. God,
Yeah.
okay,
In prayer.
in prayer.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's what keeps me focused.
Yeah.
Yes, like I say, I don't want.
No, it's not a broken record.
No, just say I don't want every question that you asked, and I'm like, God, God. What you get? What I'm trying
Yeah, I
to say.
understand what you're saying. Mhm. So, what's the process like when starting a new project or a new idea?
Process for me,
Mhm.
starting a new project, just getting all the particulars. For me, I like to really do my homework on who I'm working um, with the quality of which, what they're using and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And now, if you're talking about it for me, as far as like what's the process of getting into character, um, it really depends. I guess you could say. Like for me, it depends on what character I'm going to be portraying.
Mhm.
So my process is different
Yeah.
for every character. Um, if I'm going to be playing a loner of a character, somebody kind of dark stuff like that, my process of getting ready for that is I might stay to myself. I might mentally lock myself away from people, or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, if I'm doing a comedy, I'm already naturally stupid anyway. So I mean, it's really not much of a process to that, But yeah, I really like to just do my homework on whatever it is that I have to end up tackling that day, as far as like I say, character or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
Okay. Um, Are there any habits or rituals you swear by?
No,
No.
other than prayer. Broken
Yeah.
record, God. No, prayer.
So before you start your day with your scenes or your acting scenes or whatever,
Pray.
you pray in the
Pray.
car or
I pray. Yeah, I
okay.
pray. I pray.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
What type of impact do you want to have on the people who follow you or watch you?
Definitely a positive impact. Absolutely. I want them to see that not only am I like I give off a positive energy. I want them to see, I'm a hardworking individual. I take this seriously,
Mhm.
and I want them to see that anything can happen if you put your mind to it. You know, regardless of how many times you get knocked down. Because boy, I've been knocked down plenty of times. But it's all about. And I think what's Sylvester Stallone said something. I'm paraphrasing it. I think it's something he said something like, it's not about how many times you get beat up and knocked down. It's about how many times you get up. And
Yeah. For Rocky.
there you go. Yeah, and I should know this because Rocky is one of my favorite joints. I was halfway there. I was on that.
Yeah. I knew
Yeah,
what you was talking about.
right. That's one of my favorite franchises. My trilogy's right there. That's yeah. But yeah, it's about how many times you can get up and learn from those mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would like for people to see. I want them to see, hey, okay, he really came from the bottom, and look at him now because he not only the good guy first, but he believed in himself and kept pushing. So that's what I would tell people and want them to see when they see me. I want them to see hope.
Yeah.
You know,
So how do you stay authentic in an industry that rewards trends?
how do I stay authentic?
Yeah.
I got a good support system that keeps me grounded and very humble. Trust me, that'll be hard to do. To get in the industry and have them take over. That support system that I have, yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's what keeps me grounded. Alongside God,
Yeah.
alongside God, yeah, my support system keeps me very, very grounded and humble.
That's good.
Yeah.
What are the things people would be surprised to learn about you?
I think it's not really a shock right now with this live interview. I'm stupid.
He's silly, you
I'm
guys.
silly. I'm silly. I mean, because especially coming from the film that I just did, Bloodlines, that character that I played on there. When people see me, when they saw me, they automatically thought that I was going to be that character that same way in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get this side of me, and it's like I saw, that's the shocker. They're like, oh, he's actually a cool dude. He's stupid. He's actually a cool guy.
So how did you keep from laughing through them scenes? Like,
and I keep them laughing through the scenes. Liquor? No.
you terrible.
No. Actually, it wasn't really a lot of laughing moments.
Mm-hmm.
But when there were, what kept me from laughing through the scenes was nothing. I laughed. I'm sorry. Most of the time I did it when he yelled cut. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah. What the one where I actually thought you were gonna bust out laughing was when dude got nervous when you found the wire under his shirt because how nervous he got and he started stuttering.
Shout out to John Black. Hey, that no. I wasn't gonna break character with that one.
Because he got the stuttering real bad. I was like, oh Lord.
I don't. You know what? No, it wasn't a laughing moment for that one. Like he was just in character. He was really in character. Great actor, by the way. Amazing actor. But yeah, no. I'm gonna say the one guy that on set that he was just he would blatantly, he would just shout out crap for no reason. It just the stuff that came flying out of his mouth was just stupid. Biz, my right hand man, you know, they play my right hand man in the movie. That man was crazy. Like, he's the one that kept me laughing for the most part. Shout out to you, Biz.
If you hadn't broke out into the movie industry, would you still be doing music? What would you be? If not, what would you be doing?
If I broke out into the movie industry, would I still be doing music? Absolutely not. You know what? I guess it really all depends, I guess, on the film. Like, so if and I hate musicals. I hate's a strong word. I dislike musicals. But you know, if they're like, hey, you know, Lamont, this movie is about, you know, so and so, and they're singing, and you know, we would like for you to just kind of blow a little note, and maybe you can play music teacher or something like that. Blah blah blah. Okay, I can do something like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a short period of time, that's the only time you would get me singing in anything.
So would you do like the song for the movies, like the soundtrack?
Like soundtracks?
Yeah.
As of right now, probably not.
No.
Do
you sing in church? Do your pastor know you can sing? You are terrible.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know, yeah, we're gonna keep it at nah.
Okay. So, what are your inspirations, creatively or personally?
Coming up, my inspiration was actually my father. He was my biggest, my first inspiration coming up. Then my brother. Yeah, but, I mean, you know, because like I said, most of my family is either musically inclined or just talented altogether. You know, whether they're music, artist, actor, regardless. So I pulled a lot of inspiration from my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that would really be.
Is your family in the music industry?
Enemies? Oh no.
No, industry.
Oh, I thought you said enemies.
No.
Oh no. They're not in the industry that I know of. Yeah, that I know of. They're not. I don't know of any family members that are actually in the industry right now. Well, I guess if I had to say, my brother actually, he's like a director. So he does a lot of music videos and things of that nature, little movies.
So he don't try to get you back over that way?
He needs to. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna shout you out, but my brother, you know, he needs to. Okay.
You are terrible. So what's next for you?
Well, I got a few things that I'm trying to work on. You got a few projects that are currently being worked on right now, in the process of being written. A few movies and other little side projects. So hopefully you guys will see me in another major film pretty soon. Hopefully. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on right now.
So your characters in North Cack and Under the Gun, are they similar to your character in Bloodlines?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. I play a character by the name of Max in North Cack, who was a mercenary. So yeah, mercenary, JC, nah, not even. And then Under the Gun, I play a character named New York. New York is he's nothing like JC. He might have a few small little things about him that, you know, but when you see him, you're like, it's not JC. You know, JC was more calculated, cold. He was very very intelligent. You know, so yeah, Max in New York, nothing like JC
Okay.
at all, at all.
JC wasn't that bad. He was an art collector. He was.
He was absolutely. Absolutely an art collector. Yes,
He
you
was an art
absolutely.
collector.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes,
You
he
can't do him like
was.
that. You can't do him like that. He was an art collector.
Yes, he
He
was.
ain't know nothing else about what everybody was talking about. He collected art.
You right. He's right. He collected. He was minding his own business. Right.
So besides the where can people find you or connect with you? Do you have other stuff going on, like, you know, outside of the movies?
No.
You're so silly, Lord Jesus.
I'll keep it short. I don't know. No, if it's not movie related, I'm a very quiet individual. I stick to myself, keep to myself. No, but you know, I mean, you know, you're talking like social media stuff. I mean, you can see me on Facebook, Instagram.
You don't do any like community service or anything like that?
I stick to myself.
Would you be willing to do
Of
community?
course, of course, yeah, of course, of course.
Because we can call you out on a whole lot of stuff. You know, Connected got a lot of stuff that be going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like or even speaking, you know what I'm saying, speaking engagements and stuff like that.
Yeah. Stuff like that is fine. That's fine. It ain't nothing like that.
Because your journey is amazing, even though you guys can see his journey on the other podcast. Unless he wants to talk about it right now, but your journey is amazing. And you know, for a lot of musicians, you know what I'm saying, and people who transfer, you know what I'm saying, who trying to do the transfer or who stuck in between, you know, you telling you about your journey can inspire a whole lot of people, you know.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, you came back out on the other side amazingly, and you do not look like anything that you went through. So you know what I'm saying, a lot of people who are, you know what I'm saying, who got knocked down or who got railroaded, you know, understand what I'm saying, in this music industry, because there's a lot of them that got railroaded. You know, they might not know how to come back from that.
Right.
So your journey would be something that can help a whole lot of people.
Well, once again, like I say, the major factor that helped me with that was God. You know, the moment I pretty much just gave it all to him and said, "Hey, you take the steering wheel. Now I'm gonna sit back for a while and just let you take." That's when all the doors started opening. That's when that's when the chaos, everything became calm. You know, because the world is just full of chaos. You know, we live in chaos. So the moment I did that, it was silence. You know, and I was able to focus on what I truly wanted to do. You know, because he blocked out all that chaos and it allowed me to just stay the course. You know what I'm saying? So once I did that, here I am, and came out victorious. You know, so absolutely.
So how big was the gap between the music and the
Shoot, when did I stop doing music? I stopped that probably, oh man, was it 2022, 2023 maybe? So it wasn't too huge of a gap. I'll say once I stopped music, I'm going to go with maybe a year at most, like a year gap before I jumped into the whole acting field.
Oh, that's great. It wasn't that big of a gap.
It wasn't too big of a gap. You know, I refused to stay down for too long. Once again, I say a year, but yeah, it could have been shorter than that. But yeah, I refused to stay down for way too long. I just ain't built that way. You know,
yeah,
so once I found a way out, I took it. So
your your film or your, I got what you call it, your escape that got you into the Bloodlines film? Was that when you met Ty or?
No, I actually didn't meet Ty until we did Bloodlines. Like this the skit that you're referring to was called Wheat and Tears. I did that with the director Q Will. Shout out to Q. I did that with the director Q, and shout out to Ty. I'm not sure if I gave you a shout out, bro. Yeah, but I did that with the director Q Will, and I didn't even know Ty existed until I saw Ray's demo reel.
Okay.
When I saw Ray's demo reel, then I saw Ty. I'm like, okay, he can act. Who is this guy? But he can act. You know what I'm saying? But then I didn't really like connect with him until we worked together on Bloodlines.
Okay.
But yeah, that Wheat and Tears, that's what led to the Bloodlines movie. So yeah, we got a lot of good feedback from that, and it was crazy because Ray had did his first, and then I did my Wheat and Tears, and so then we get in contact with Q, and we're like, hey, it's kind of crazy because first we started to get a lot of people, hey, y'all need to turn this into a movie. Then we get in contact with Q, and we're like, it's crazy, his reel kind of coincides with mine, and vice versa, and maybe we can create something out of that, So Q was cool with that, and okay, well, and then first it was supposed to be a short film, like 30, 45 minutes long or so. So we was gonna do that, and next thing we know, he hits us up and was like, yeah, no, we ain't doing a short film.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a movie. Bring your A game. So that's how Bloodlines was pretty much born.
So how did you remember all the lines from that? Because I know that was a lot. Because this was your first like full length movie, right?
Yeah, my first major lead role. Yes.
So the lines, how?
Crazy enough, it doesn't take me long to memorize it.
Oh.
Once again, this is something I've actually had a love for, and I've been doing since I was a kid. So what I would do as a kid, I guess the things that I did when I was younger as a kid kind of led me to this. When it came to me memorizing my lines, because what me and my brother would do as kids, we would watch certain movies, Demolition Man and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we would play the movie all the way through, learn the entire movie line for line, bar for bar, action for action. And then we would rewind that movie and then just react it. And we did that with a whole bunch of other movies. I mean, we used to do that all the time. Like, we would watch, like I say, Demolition Man, and I would be like, okay, we would rewind the movie. I look at him and be like, hey, I'm Simon Phoenix, and you Sylvester Stallone. You know what I'm saying? And then we would go through the whole entire movie, rewind it again, and I'd be like, all right, now I'm Sylvester Stallone and you Simon Phoenix.
So y'all learned both the roles.
We did both the roles, and I guess that right there was kind of it was practice. It led me to this point to where now when I see a script, it's easy for me to memorize it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that came in, I guess you say.
So how were you introduced to Under the Gun and North Cat? Or, did he sit you down and say, I want you to play these roles, or?
Yeah, pretty much, Ty. Yeah, pretty much. He got in contact with me, and we just like, hey, I got a role I think that you would be great for, and if you're willing to play it. I was like, yeah, sure. And especially after I saw, the type of individual he was, and how serious he was about this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't mind. And then once I started working with him and getting the feel for him and seeing how he, how he conducts his business and all that stuff, I was like, yo, I wouldn't mind working with this guy again. Same goes for Q. So yeah, but that's pretty much how he did. He reached out and was like, hey, you think you might want to be a mercenary? Yeah. and then you think you might want to be a little goon. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, but yeah,
So North Cack is a series, right?
yes, yeah.
So how's that going?
I believe it's still in this, in this process or whatever. I'm not really 100% sure of how it's going at the moment. That's something you would definitely have to ask Ty Burton about.
No, I'm talking about your parts. Like how's it going for you with your parts?
Oh well, as of right now, my part, it was short lived, but I'm done.
Don't tell me you died in that movie too.
No,
Oh.
not at all. Not at all. I just yoked somebody up and threw them in the back seat somewhere. And, you know what I'm saying? And pointed a gun at their face. That's pretty much it. No, that was my part. That was it. That was it. I didn't say not one line. My face spoke it all.
Right.
My face said it all. My face said it all. That was it. My eyebrow went up and that was it.
So did you have more lines than Under the Gun?
Yeah, I'm more compared to North Cack.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot more lines. Thanks, Ty. A lot more. And a lot more lines, a lot more, little free will, little action to do here and there. So yes, I was good in Another Guy.
Do you think he's gonna put you in more scenes in season 2?
Yeah, I hope so. I would definitely love to work with him again. Like I say, he's a cool guy, excellent actor, excellent director. So yeah, I would love to work with him.
Yeah, he is. He's real talented.
Yeah.
So, what other films do you look to see you doing? Like, do you think you would come totally out of the whole, I don't want to say bad boy phase, or
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
and come into like a not a serious character, but like a regular,
No, I'm
you know what I'm
waiting for
saying?
it.
Like Brothers, or you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Right.
Something like that where Morris Chestnut and all of them,
Right.
something like that. Or like a one of them. Oh my God, what's the name of that movie where they all they all went on the retreat? The retreat, that's what it was. Where all of the guys went in.
Okay, you said Morris Chestnut. I thought you said my Boys in the Hood. I ain't Ricky.
No, Morris Chestnut did the movie when he got married.
Oh, are you talking about
with
the Best Man?
Best Man, yeah.
Best Man.
With all of them, all of them friends. And
yeah, I would definitely
something like that.
Look, I would definitely love to. One thing that I always say, and one thing you'll learn about me is my one fear in this industry is being typecast. I don't want to be typecast to just that one person
The
in
aggressor.
one role. Right, absolutely. Because I do have range. I want to show that range. So yes, I do see myself playing different roles to where I'm not the thug. I'm not the kingpin. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to be, maybe a father role, a military role, best friend role, something comedy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would like to definitely dive into different genres and different categories to show people that I do have range and what I can do other than just being JC.
JC was good though. You can't keep kicking back on
it. That's right, because he was the arts dealer. That's right. He was
an arts dealer.
Right. Good guy.
He was definitely an arts dealer. He ain't know nothing about nothing else they was talking about.
Yeah. Arts dealer. Yeah. No.
He did have a lot of art though. He kept that going.
Yeah.
That was his cover.
Right. He was a good guy. Yeah.
So I would love to see you in one of those movies, like something like a spin-off of Girls Trip, with the guys going, different places, something like that. Come on, Ty, get it going.
You heard her? I ain't say it. She said it.
So where you don't get killed then.
yeah, that part. Absolutely.
Has anyone else reached out to you as far as since Bloodlines?
Not really. Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot. I've had a couple offers here and there, but not a lot. But I hope that changes soon.
Yeah, because Bloodlines is getting a lot of A lot of work. I mean, a lot of play and a lot of
Okay,
exposure.
that's always good. Always good.
So let me see what we got left. What's one final piece of advice you leave your listeners or the people watching you?
Final piece of advice would be once again, and I'm gonna go backtrack on to other things we talked about. Never give up. If you have it in your heart to do something and you want to be an actor and a music artist or whatever, uh, do it. But do it with God in your corner. I can't stress that enough. Now, yes, I'm gonna say that on my last piece. You have to have Him in your corner always if you want to achieve something. You know, stay grounded, stay humble. Um, stay prepared, and just give it your all. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to what anybody, because you're gonna get a lot of people. Put it like this: the when you start getting a lot of people telling you you can't do it, that's when you know you can, because they're telling you something that you're a threat.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They say, "Oh, you can't do it. You'll never do it." You're not. It's they saying it because they know how good you are. So my advice to you is to keep pushing. You know, when they say that, smile and say, "Okay, thank you," and just keep pushing, because now you know you're on the right track. You're on the right path. Uh, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. That's just my,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So keep pushing. Don't let nothing or nobody stand in your way. Uh, yeah, that would be my advice.
So we're gonna talk a little bit about the Tubi event that's coming up. I think October 31st. I think that's a Friday. They're gonna include like the Baltimore Tubi actors and
Okay,
with the local ones we have from here.
right.
What's that looking like for you?
I gotta look more into it, but I mean, I would love to be a part of it. I would love to get out there and network and meet some more people. Therefore, I can, possibly get into more roles and stuff like that. So I gotta really look into it. But as of right, is it looking like a strong possibility? Yeah.
You're terrible. Because when I was talking to Ty and Ray and Gigi about it, they were saying that they want to collaborate more with, because it's kind of split right now where some of the Tubi movies that are coming from North Carolina are only North Carolina actors, and some of the Tubi movies coming from Baltimore, the Baltimore actors. So it's like they want to merge everything and kind of collaborate and mix it.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's an outstanding idea, actually. So we're not just confined to just one
Yeah.
city. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everybody's working together to achieve one goal.
Hmm.
'Cause everybody's trying to get to the same spot. Let's help
Yeah.
each other out.
And it's good like that too, because when you watch a lot of the Tubi movies that are from Baltimore, you see the same kind of the same actors in those
Right,
movies.
right,
It's kind of like they're recycled.
right,
So
right.
to be able for everybody to merge, it kind of gives you that thing where it's like, oh God, I seen them in this movie, over there this way. Like I think it's a wonderful idea,
Yeah.
because I am an avid Tubi watcher.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of stuff you get tired of watching the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But on Tubi, you have all these different varieties of movies. So for me, I do watch Tubi a lot. So, and I do see a lot of the same actors in some of the same movies.
Right.
So it's like, when he was talking about it, I was like, that's amazing. That's a wonderful idea.
Right.
Because for us that do watch Tubi a lot all the time, it's kind of like our Netflix. So, you will get to see you guys in films with them, and them in
Right.
films with, I really believe it would be an amazing idea.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I think so too. And like I said, I got to look more into it. to see how I can be a part of that. But if I can be a part of it, I would love to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you might see me out there. You might see me out there.
Yeah, mix and mingle.
Mixing the thing on the paper.
Do you watch the some of the movies, the Tubi movies from? Did I put you on the spot with them?
No. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did.
Do you have time to watch? The Tubi movies, because Tubi is my Netflix.
I watch some. I have watched a few Tubi movies. I don't watch a lot. I don't watch a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I do watch some. We gonna keep it at that. I watch some. Not a lot.
Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, Bloodlines.
Exactly. Listen, I kind of knew you was going to say that.
Absolutely, Bloodlines #1. Yes, Bloodlines. Tubi.
So, do you watch it and be like, "Dang, I shouldn't have said that part," or "Dang, I blinked too much in that part"?
No.
Okay.
I was actually shocked at myself when I saw myself for the first time. I was like, oh, I did pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay, I'm on to something here. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, did you do like I did? Like, dang, why they have to kill him? Did you say that? Did you say that when it happened?
Did I say that? I did. I said that more than once, actually. I said that, during the scene, as I'm sliding down the wall. Like, dang, why they kill me? But I did say that. Didn't like it. Gotta say I didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
Didn't like it, Q.
So did you guys explore other options to the ending of that movie, or was that just the final ending?
Can't say.
Okay.
Can't say. Can't say.
I would have wished you guys would explore other options to the end of the movie.
Can't say.
I'm gonna have to hit you up and tell you the other options they could explore, so you can hit Q up and be like, "Why you ain't do it like this?"
Okay, well, what do you think? What is your opinion? What do you think the other option could have been?
I felt like because she stood in between y'all, neither one of y'all got killed, and the battle would have just went on, or her dad would have got arrested when she and found out about the whole thing with her.
Mm.
I felt like that should have been what happened. And then you guys got more connected and you became her, because the movie was called Bloodlines. Why end the bloodline right there? You know what I'm saying? Like he killed the last of her bloodline. Like, I don't mind. How you gonna ask me a question and then don't say nothing when you know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell how many times I watched the movie.
I see.
I was upset about the ending to that movie.
I mean,
because I did want to see more of her, because she was devastated. Like, she was devastated because she found out her whole life was a lie, and then the one person that she had connected to, her mother's legacy was you. And the fact that you got killed, it was like, dang, she don't have nobody else now. All she have is the dad that she thought was her dad. That's not her dad. So she's alone.
She's got my gun.
And the necklace you bought her, and the little thing you gave her from the mama. You know what I'm saying?
She got something.
He ended her bloodline. That's all she had left.
Yeah. I get it. That's all I can say. I get it, man.
He could have, he now, what I'm saying, on part 2, he gonna have to bring you back as a ghost or something. You know what I'm saying? Something to haunt him. I can't wait to see part 2.
So you can't wait to see part 2?
I can't wait to see part 2.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for it. They can't wait to see it.
Yeah, because he gonna have to figure that one out. I'm upset with you, Q.
She said it, not me. But yeah, no, I get it. I've had a lot of people who said the same thing. They were upset that I was knocked out at the end. So
yeah, Because she was getting to know you and she was getting used to you. She was accepting the fact that you were her brother.
Yeah.
And then he killed you.
Well, you have watched this movie, like, okay, I'll see you. All right.
Dude, that's my favorite movie.
All right. Definitely been paying attention. Okay.
Next to Bad Boys on my angry days, that movie is my favorite movie. We got the movies we watch when we feeling a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like my Lifetime, but Lifetime is not our culture. So, unless they put some on there. So, that movie I felt was like one of my Lifetime movies.
Okay.
When I'm feeling like I need a little culture.
All right, no wrong with that.
So I'll be watching it.
Okay. Hey.
I got my days where I watch that or I turn on Bad Boys when I'm feeling a little violent.
Oh, Miss, how many times have you seen Bloodline?
No.
Wow, that many? Okay. Mm-hmm. So you probably know line for line at the moment.
No, I don't memorize the line. But it's one of them things where every time you watch it, you see something that you didn't see the last time, or you catch a phrase that you didn't see last time. Because all the times I've watched it, I did not catch the fact that Ray and Ty were brothers. They were brothers. But he kept saying it, but I thought it was one of the things, how best friends be like, that's my brother type thing. But that was actually his brother. You know what I'm saying? And I watched the movie so many different times. So, and every time I watch it, I find out something different. I think that's why I like watching it, because I always feel something different when I watch it again, because I catch a different, a different scene in there that I didn't catch the last time.
Right.
I'm saying, like, dang, did I not pay attention? What was I doing on that part? But then when I watched it, like I watched it today before, earlier today, and I was like, oh my God, they were brothers. They were brothers. I didn't realize that, because I kept thinking that he was just saying it because I have a best friend that I call my sister. So it was one of the things, but he was actually his brother in the movie. So I was a little baffled by that one. And you sitting over here like I'm saying something like you know something.
No, not at all.
No, like the cat that swallows the canary. Ain't that how you say that phrase?
Oh boy.
It's something else in that movie I ain't catch, ain't it? I'm gonna have to watch it again.
No, you probably caught it. I mean, because you said you watched a lot of it, so you probably caught a good grip of it. Yeah.
I be in here like investigating stuff. And it's not one of them things for me where I already know the ending, so it spoils the movie for me, because it's gripping every time I watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know it's good. I told my daughter today, because she was like, "Who you got today?" I was like, "Lamont Starr," and she was like, "But she's not a Tubi fan; she's a Netflix person." So you know what I'm saying?
So she found it.
I told her, I said, you gotta watch. She would love the movie, because she's like me. She likes Lifetime movies, but she like cultured Lifetime movies.
Well, you gotta put her on to it.
I told her I was gonna text her and tell her about it, tell her to watch it. But she's, I told her, so she gonna text me later and be like, "Mom, why they kill him?" I'm like, I know. But then we had something to talk about.
Right.
Like, Mom, why you make me watch this movie? She be upset with like certain endings, like when endings like it'd be like a to be continued ending type thing. Right. She be mad. Where the rest of the movie at, Mom?
Then she gonna be mad at this one.
Because I said it too when I watched. Where the rest of the movie at?
Definitely to be continued. Yes, she definitely be mad at this one. So tell her to get prepared.
Yep. Because when I watched it the first time, I actually went back through Tubi trying to find the part 2.
Oh wow.
Because and some of the movies do have part 2, like the Hustler's Wife, I think that's the name of it. It has a part 2, those movies. So I'm like, okay, there's a part 2 on somewhere.
We ain't work that fast. we ain't work that fast.
So this is a new movie, like this is okay.
New movie. So
God, I watched it that many times. It's a new movie.
It's a new movie, and hopefully, depending on how this does, and we'll hopefully get the funding and everything to shoot part 2. But
with the exposure it's getting, you should get the funding.
I truly hope so,
because it's being talked about a lot.
I truly hope so. I truly hope so. That's it. I'm glad you enjoyed it though.
You gonna shake your head with me when you get outside like this girl?
No.
Do you get stopped on the street or stopped in different places?
Absolutely not.
You do. I mean, wait. You catch me with that every time. So nobody stopped you yet?
No,
About it?
no, not at all. Like, I'm not that famous.
We are avid Tubi watchers, so I'm sure I'm not. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that have. You just probably don't be different place. You be at home a lot.
The only thing I get is, if I go to an audition or something, I might get a few. You look familiar, at the audition, but just walking in the street or pumping my gas, I don't get somebody be like, "Hey, JC," and I just turn around like, "Oh, no, I don't get."
Or
that.
Restaurants or anything, they don't say you look familiar or anything like that.
Not at all. So, hopefully one day it may get to that point, but it ain't there yet. But
do you think that's something that you would be used to?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, but I think I should be okay with that. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy. No, it's Lamont. And I'm like, hey, no, just hey, but no, I haven't been approached with that yet. Like I said, every once in a blue moon, if I go to an audition, like recently I went to an audition and had somebody who was just like, yeah, you look familiar. I think I've seen you in something. And I would just be quiet and smile and do one of the little numbers. But yeah.
Do they figure it out?
No. And if they do, they don't tell me. So I have no clue. But yeah.
Do you think it would make a difference in the audition if they knew what movies you came from?
I would hope it didn't. I would want to get treated like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They'd audition like everybody else. I wouldn't want somebody to be like, hey, you was in Bloodlines, you was JC. You ain't got the audition. No. Go back in the room. I'll be in there in a minute once you call my number. You know what I'm saying? I'm audition just like everybody else. So.
Mm-hmm. So thank you for coming out and taking the time to sit and talk with me.
I appreciate you having me.
I definitely enjoyed the conversation and learning about you and your journey. And I would love to get you on some speaking engagements.
Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know. We stay connected.
Yes.
We stay connected. And just let me know.
So thank you all who took the time to tune in and watch the show. See you all next Wednesday at 8 p.m. And as always, stay connected.
The Connected Radio.